Thompson passes to Curry. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room. You know, I don't think that was the shot they had in mind, but they'll take it.
From past the arc, another miss by Curry.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
Just 5 to shoot. Smith with a screen on Thompson. Rivers can't get it to go. There's the 3. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Curry.
For 3.
And back to Crawford last season, he was down in field goal and three-point percentage. Plus, he battled with a calf injury that ultimately kept him out of 17, 18 games late in the year.
Yeah. How's that athletic?
Yeah.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Pierce attacking. The shot no good. Nice D from Bogut. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
On its way from Curry for 2. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Clippers trail. Crawford kicks to Pierce. Back to Crawford. Takes the 3. And he gets it to go. Crawford's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That'll be his second foul of the game. Curry dishes to Thompson. Here's the 3. The shot is off. Gets it off. Can't hit. And welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. It's been quite a game for Andrew Bogut.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And the interior defense has to get tougher here in the second half. He's making them look really bad.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
We've seen Andrew Bogut getting it done. He has 8 points and 2 steals.
Here's out there with Smith. And it's Rivers. Then there's Cole Aldrich. And it's Crawford at the 2 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Offense is what drives the Clippers, and they were fantastic at it last season. Easily one of the most exciting teams to watch with their high-flying and high-scoring act and number 1 in terms of...
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. They double-team Curry. Back to Thompson. Pierce with the steal. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. And Thompson sends it back. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Well, Paul Pierce hinted that he could hang him up soon. He had that amazing run, has nothing left to prove in the NBA, and I would say of all the players in last year's playoffs, had some of the most dramatic individual shots we have seen from one guy in a long time.
He did, and you know, you forget he's done that really over the course of his entire career. Just kind of funny to see him doing it in a Wizards jersey, but you talked about it. He's going to go down as one of the all-time greats, no doubt about it. So many big moments over the course of his career, and also for all the kids out there, the best maybe footwork we have in our game. If you want to improve as a player, watch Paul Pierce's footwork.
Here's Rivers, and good on the basket. Book it.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, the competitive nature was on display early in the career of Pierce. I mean, he has willed his teams to win his entire career and is baffled by anybody who doesn't want to win as bad as he does.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Smith kicks to Rivers. 5 on the clock. Crawford passes to Rivers. Rebound Bogut.
And that competitive nature that you talked about with Pierce, that's really what sets him apart. He had so many great clutch moments in the postseason. Easily one of the most clutch players in recent memory.
Are you sensing or feeling a theme here, fellas? I mean, they're taking it straight to the bucket every time down.
And why change? I mean, that's 8 straight points in the paint, and they have now turned this into a physical game. And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Another miss by Iguodala. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. For the tie, count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Josh Smith.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. For the Clippers, Griffin's checked in for Smith. Redick comes in for Jamal Crawford. And Paul subbed in for Rivers.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
Pierce dishes to Paul. He feeds it to Griffin. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. Still Clippers ball. Here's Pierce. He got it up in time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Warriors lead by 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Now a timeout called by Golden State. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He told them the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. On the wing, Johnson and Iguodala. And it's Curry in at the point.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Dishes it to Paul. Kicks it to Redick. A 3-ball. Can't get it to go. Good D by Thompson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. And that's now 8 points for Klay Thompson. Griffin with it. Now Green defending. The feed to Redick. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
This touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Wesley Johnson's checked in for the Clippers. Now a timeout called by Golden State. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Johnson. And he sinks the second. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Crawford outside. To the paint. It's tipped. Now the Warriors moving it up. And Thompson throws it down.
That very well may put the finishing touch on this one. Not at all the time to get sloppy with the basketball.
And how about the killer instinct on that possession? Not running the clock, but pushing the ball and tacking points onto the rim.
Jordan sets the pick for Crawford. Shot off the pick. And that misses badly. Air ball. And here we go. Here's Thompson.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Greg, you can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible. A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Iguodala the pass to Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Thompson with the bucket.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And the wide open shot from Green. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And Redick kicks to Paul. And the wide open shot from Griffin. Sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch. And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry, good.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown. Finishing strong.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
You know, that's hard to explain, that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Crawford, no one around him. They grab their own miss. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Redick with the bucket.
Now he's just showing off with range like that. That's what I call profile. Incredible.
How about his release, his form, everything flawless. And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
Here's Iguodala. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
there's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they both shot the ball since the break.